Diabetes prevention for adults. Do you know your risks? Did you know diabetes is the seventh leading cause of death in the United States? 86 million adults have prediabetes. That is equal to about 1 in 3 adults. The incidence of prediabetes has doubled over the past 20 years. The number of adults newly diagnosed with diabetes in 1980 was 493,000. In 2013, that number increased to 1,469,000, almost 3 times as many new diagnoses. Research has shown that type 2 diabetes is preventable. What is prediabetes? Prediabetes is diagnosed when your blood sugar is higher than normal, but not high enough to be considered diabetes. What is an A1C result? An A1C is a blood test used to assess a patient's risk for diabetes, as well as to monitor how well prediabetes or diabetes is managed. It shows your average blood sugar for the past 3 months. The following slide shows what your results mean. Your goal is to have an A1C result of less than 5.7. A1C results and importance. An individual who does not have diabetes will have an A1C result of 5.6 or less. An individual who has prediabetes will have an A1C result of 5.7 to 6.4. And a person who has diabetes will have an A1C result of 6.5 or more. Are you at risk for diabetes or prediabetes? You are at risk for diabetes or prediabetes if you are overweight, do not exercise regularly, have a close relative with type 2 diabetes, do not eat a healthy diet, are American Indian, Hispanic or Latino, Alaska Native, African American, or Pacific Islander. The more statements that apply to you, the higher your risks. Why should you be concerned with diabetes or prediabetes? Individuals with prediabetes have an increased risk for developing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. And individuals with diabetes have an increased risk for developing blindness, kidney disease, heart disease, stroke, and amputation. How can you reduce your risk for diabetes and prediabetes? Maintain a healthy weight, increase your physical activity, reduce your portion sizes, and make healthy food choices. Discuss commitment to these healthy choices with friends and family. Remember that adults set examples for the younger generation. This includes modeling healthy eating and activity habits. Did you know 1 in 4 teens has prediabetes or diabetes? The number of youth aged 12 to 19 with prediabetes or diabetes increased from 9% in 2000 to 23% in 2008. An increasing number of youth are being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which used to be considered an adult disease only. From 2008 to 2009, about 5,089 youth were diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes rates are higher among youth 10 to 19 years and minorities. Maintaining a healthy weight. To maintain a healthy weight, you want to increase physical activity, eat a healthy diet, and watch portion sizes. Are you noticing a trend? Increase physical activity. Increasing physical activity with friends and family not only helps maintain physical health, but mental health as well. Depression and stress can contribute to unhealthy eating habits. Committing to physical activity as a family or group of friends reduces depression and stress and promotes happiness and a sense of acceptance and well-being. Adults should get at least 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise each week. Youths should participate in at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity each day. Play outdoor games that require physical activity with family and friends. Go for a 30-minute walk each day. Walk to stores that are close to you instead of drive. Park in a parking spot that is farthest from the store or school entrance. Get off the bus one stop before your house or destination. Dance, swim, or participate in aerobic exercise. If you cannot go outside, try dancing, playing charades, going up and down stairs, or cleaning the house with your family. Try cooking, cleaning, and being active together as a family. By cooking and cleaning together, you cut chore time and are more likely to have time to be active together. Make sure you ask your doctor if there are any limitations to your physical activity prior to engaging in activity. Factors contributing to inactivity. Parents work longer hours with less time off and thus have less time to spend with their children. Children and adults spent less time playing video games, watching television, and using the internet 20 to 30 years ago. More than half of homes in the United States have more than 3 televisions. That is a 43% increase from 1990. Parents have increasingly used television and video games as distractions for their children as well. Additionally, less funding is available for school and community sports programs. Schools are reducing time permitted for physical education and recess and are increasing teaching time. Children spend an average of 6 to 8 hours in school each day, and many have limited time for recess, physical education, and sports. This does not include the time needed to complete homework. Eat healthy. Read food labels and nutrition facts. If you cannot say the name of the ingredient, it probably is not good for you. Avoid products with high fructose corn syrup. Foods in their natural form are generally more nutritious. For example, 1 cup of apple or orange juice has at least 3 to 4 apples or oranges. We would not eat that many apples or oranges at one time. You want to watch portion sizes. Aim to eat less processed foods. The more ingredients in a product, the more processed it is. You want to use the What's on Your Plate handout as a guide for eating a healthy diet. This handout comes later in the slides. Learning to read food labels. The first thing you want to look at on a food label is the serving size. A serving size is usually less than most people eat. If you eat 2 servings, make sure you double the calories and all of the daily values. When comparing foods, make sure the serving sizes are the same. A calorie is a measure of energy use. Also listed is the number of calories from fat. The general rule is that no more than 30% of your calories should come from fat. Percentage of daily value. This shows how much of the recommended amounts of these nutrients are in 1 serving based on a 2,000 calorie diet. These percentages make it easy to compare one brand with another. Just make sure that the serving size is the same. The goal is to eat no more than 100% of each nutrient each day. Fat shows the total amount of fat in 1 serving. You want to try to limit your amount of saturated fat and trans fat. You also want to eat less than 300 milligrams of cholesterol each day. Likewise, you should eat less than 2,400 milligrams of sodium each day. Carbohydrates give you energy. They're found in bread, pasta, potatoes, fruits, and vegetables. Good sources of fiber include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans. And you want to try to eat 20 to 35 grams of fiber each day. Protein helps build muscle. It's found in meats, nuts, eggs, fish, and dry beans. Try to eat lean cuts of meat. Vitamins and minerals. This shows you how much of the recommended amount of certain vitamins and minerals are in the food. Your goal is to reach 100% of each vitamin and mineral each day. The recommended amounts show the daily amount of each nutrient for 2 calorie levels, a 2,000 calorie and a 2,500 calorie diet. Your recommended daily calories may be higher or lower depending on your age, gender, and how active you are. However, notice that the recommended amount of sodium and cholesterol are the same no matter how many calories you eat a day. Again, when reading food labels, you want to start by checking the serving size and the servings per container. You want to know there are labeling loopholes. If there is less than 0.5 grams or less of trans fat per serving, manufacturers do not have to list it. You want to know what to maximize and minimize. You should maximize fiber and protein and minimize sugar and sodium. You want to read the ingredients list and look out for things like hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils, interesterified fats, high fructose corn syrup, artificial ingredients, MSG, nitrites, and nitrates. And you also want to watch out for allergens. What's on your plate? Before you eat, think about what and how much food goes on your plate or in your cup or bowl. Over the day, include foods from all food groups: vegetables, fruits, whole grains, low-fat dairy products, and lean protein foods. Make half of your plate fruits and vegetables. Make at least half your grains whole. Switch to skim or 1% milk, and vary your protein food sources. Vegetables. Eat more red, orange, and dark green vegetables like tomatoes, sweet potatoes, and broccoli in main dishes. Add beans or peas to salads, soups, and side dishes, or serve them as a main dish. Fresh, frozen, and canned vegetables all count. If you choose canned vegetables, you want to make sure that you choose reduced sodium or no added salt. According to a 2,000 calorie diet, you want to have about 2.5 cups of vegetables each day. What counts as 1 cup? 1 cup of raw or cooked vegetables or vegetable juice, 2 cups of leafy salad greens. Fruits. Use fruits as snacks, salads, and desserts. At breakfast, top your cereal with bananas or strawberries. Add blueberries to pancakes. Buy fruits that are dried, frozen, or canned in water or 100% juice, or you can use fresh fruit as well. Select 100% fruit juice when choosing juices. According to a 2,000 calorie diet, you want to have 2 cups of fruits each day. What counts as a cup? 1 cup of raw or cooked fruit, or 100% fruit juice, or a half cup of dried fruit. Grains. Substitute whole grain choices for refined grain breads, bagels, rolls, breakfast cereals, crackers, rice, and pasta. Check the ingredients list on product labels for the words whole or whole grain before the grain ingredient name. Choose products that name a whole grain first on the ingredients list. According to a 2,000 calorie diet, you want to eat 6 ounces of grains each day. What counts as 1 ounce? 1 slice of bread, half cup of cooked rice, cereal, or pasta, 1 ounce of ready-to-eat cereal. Dairy. Choose skim or 1% milk. They have the same amount of calcium and other essential nutrients as whole milk, but less fat and calories. You want to top salads and baked potatoes with low-fat yogurt. If you are lactose intolerant, try lactose-free milk or fortified soy milk. According to a 2,000 calorie diet, you want to get 3 cups of dairy each day. What counts as 1 cup? 1 cup of milk, yogurt, or fortified soy milk, 1.5 ounces natural or 2 ounces of processed cheese. Protein foods. You want to eat a variety of foods from the protein food group each week, such as seafood, beans and peas, and nuts, as well as lean meats, poultry, and eggs. Twice a week, make seafood the protein on your plate. Choose lean meats and ground beef that are at least 90% lean. Trim or drain fat from meat and remove skin from poultry to cut fat and calories. According to a 2,000 calorie diet, you want to have 5.5 ounces of proteins each day. What counts as an ounce? 1 ounce of lean meat, poultry or fish, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, a half an ounce of nuts or seeds, or a 1/4 cup of beans or peas. You want to make sure that you look out for sodium in foods you buy. Compare sodium in foods and choose those with a lower number. Drink water instead of sugary drinks. Eat sugary desserts less often. Make foods that are high in solid fat, such as cakes, cookies, ice cream, pizza, cheese, sausages, and hot dogs occasional choices, not everyday foods. and you want to limit empty calories to less than 260 per day based on a 2,000 calorie diet. Remember that you have taken one of the first most important steps to preventing diabetes by listening to this presentation. Remember to discuss your risks with your doctor the next time you have an appointment. Also remember the tips to help you get started. Walking is one of the best ways to increase your activity level. Start slowly by walking 5 minutes more each day. Build up to 30 minutes 5 days a week. Get more physically active. Get off the bus one stop early or park the car farther away from the entrance to stores, movie theaters, or your workplace. Eat more vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Buy at least one different fruit or vegetable each time you shop. Eat smaller portion sizes. Eat the foods you enjoy, but limit the serving sizes. Pick an activity that you enjoy and keeps you moving. Dance to the beat of your favorite music or try playing soccer, bike riding, or swimming. Choose healthy snacks. Eat fruits, vegetables, or nuts instead of chips. And make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure that you read food labels and choose foods with less fat, calories, and salt, and cut down on fried foods. One thing we haven't discussed is cooking ahead or freezing food portions. This will help you have healthy and easy to prepare meals ready on days when you are too busy to cook. Again, I want to thank you for listening to this presentation, and I hope that it helps you to continue to eat well, be active, and prevent diabetes so that you have a healthy life for many more years.